When going through the history of bodybuilding, looking through the 70s and the 80s, there are always a few physiques that stood out to me, and one of those being Mike Mentzer. In this video, we will be discussing the early life and competition history of the late, great Mike Mentzer. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So Mike Mentzer was born in the year 1951 in Pennsylvania, and aside from him being a bodybuilder, he was also a very good businessman as well as an author. So Mike started bodybuilding at age 12. He was inspired by seeing all the guys in the magazines, and his father actually bought him a weight set as well as a lifting instruction manual on how to lift weights. Now in that book, it detailed how he should only work out 3 days a week, and they could have hinted at his later training style in life. By the time he was 16, so just 4 years later, he was 165 pounds, but Mike was already bench pressing 370 pounds. Now at 165, most guys would be more than happy to even rep 225 for once. 165 pressing 370, that's some insane strength. And his idol was the legend Bill Pearl. So fast forwarding to after high school, Mike Mentzer actually decided to go into the Air Force, where he was working 12-hour shifts, but actually changed up his training regimen. He started working out 3 hours a day, 6 times a week to develop his physique faster. So at 20 years old, he won the Mr. Lancaster. He was actually feeling pretty good about that, but he went into the AAU later that year, and he took 10th place, which is the worst placing of his career, and that show would actually be won by Casey Viator. But Mike Mentzer always took this as a learning experience because he actually met Casey Viator, and you guys will see soon that they were very, very close, and I'm pretty sure he had a big impact on Mike's career. And after the AAU competition, Casey Viator would advise Mentzer to actually work with his coach at the time, Arthur Jones. Now from 71 to 74, Mentzer was unable to compete because he suffered from a very serious shoulder injury. But in 1975, his first contest back, he placed 3rd at the Mr. America, and in 76, he would come back and actually win that show. In 1978, Mentzer won the Mr. Universe, being the first bodybuilder to ever get a perfect score. 1979, he won the heavyweight at the Mr. Olympia with another perfect score, but Mentzer would actually lose the overall to Frank Zane. And in the year 1980, which is probably one of the most famous Mr. Olympia competitions, Mike Mentzer would actually place 5th at that competition, and he retired at the young age of 29. He said it was rigged until the day that he died, but Mentzer never said he should have won the competition. He just strongly disagreed with Arnold winning. Now, if you guys would like to see a full breakdown of the 1980 Mr. Olympia, let me know in the comment section below, but for this video, we are going to keep it brief. And Mike was also known for his high-intensity training, which would eventually develop into his heavy-duty training. Mentzer took the teachings of Arthur Jones and basically perfected them into the high-intensity training. So Mentzer said it was meant to be brief, infrequent, and intense, trying to achieve the most that he could possibly achieve in the shortest amount of time. Now, very notably, he said that Casey Viator worked on mostly Nautilus machines, and those machines are still very popular to this day. His coach, Arthur Jones, actually created the Nautilus machines and was manufacturing them himself, so I'm pretty sure Arthur knew a lot about training. So initially, the primary focus was 7 to 9 sets per workout, 3 days a week, but later in the heavy-duty training, this would be perfected to even less sets and even more rest days. And as far as the heavy-duty training, Menser is probably best known for working with Dorian Yates in the earlier 90s, and we can all agree that Dorian definitely trained in a similar style, and Dorian Yates will go on to win 6 Mr. Olympia titles. Now, 1979, I think, was the best year for Mike Mentzer. He placed 2nd at the Canada Pro, 1st at the Florida Pro, 3rd at the Night of Champions, 1st at the Mr. O but lost the overall, 2nd at the Pittsburgh Cup, and 1st at the Southern Pro Cup. I've always been very interested in the life and the physique of Mike Mentzer, but this was just a very brief summary. And Mike Mentzer did pass away in 2001 at the age of 49 due to heart complications, and his brother Ray Mentzer would pass away just 2 days later, probably one of the saddest weeks in bodybuilding history. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. This was just a brief history on the life of Mike Mentzer. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.